Good evening. My name is Nasser Cause, and I am the Neighborhood Reporter. Every year on June 19th, there are rumors of a holiday. One celebrating the end of slavery and the dawn of a new age in American history. General Granger from the Union Army finally made it all the way down to Galveston, Texas, where he informed the people who were formerly slaves of their newfound and government-mandated independence. But 155 years after the first Juneteenth, America is still dealing with depressing inequity and the societal scars of hundreds of years of chattel slavery. All that aside, Juneteenth has become a day for national celebration. But what did it look like for the people it affected the most? What did Juneteenth mean to the people who were formerly enslaved? I was able to sit down and talk to Professor Sage Matthew of African American History to discuss exactly that.
What we know is that, the official end of slavery did not mean an immediately clear sense of what that new life would be. So a lot of formerly enslaved people were not sure if it would be safe, if it was even true. What we do also know is that African Americans took to the roads by the en masse and walked much of the South looking for their families and other people they had loved who had been sort of sold all over the country. So we see this mass movement of African Americans following rumors of where their kin and kith might be.
155 years have passed since the first Juneteenth, and uncertainty is a theme we're still dealing with. On Friday, I went to George Floyd's Memorial to talk to some of the people who were celebrating Juneteenth and ask what the day means to them in the present.
To me, it's just simple and short. So obviously we've all been hearing and going around lately of how the Emancipation Proclamation had already been declared 2 years before, and we have generals from the North rolling through Texas where hundreds of thousands of slaves have no idea that their president has announced that they're finally free. And to me, that still is today. It's kind of metaphorical, kind of just literal, that today a lot of black people, we still don't know that we're free. We still don't feel it. We still don't see it. And I think now is not the time for someone to come down and tell us that we're free, but it's time for us to rise up peacefully and demand that same equality and that same freedom. So that's what Juneteenth means to me. The job is still not done. Freedom does not ring true for everybody in America till this day.
Juneteenth is the real liberation of America and our people. But nowadays, to me, Juneteenth is an opportunity for us to come together and show unity within our community and within the world. But now I believe that it's an opportunity for us to really, really speak our truth and let our presence be felt. And I think we started that off today, but in the future, I believe Juneteenth is just going to get bigger and better, and we're just going to continue to work with each other and commune and build each other up, build this whole country up.
Liz, what changes have you seen over the last 40 years as it regards to Juneteenth?
It's been an up and down scope. It was taken over, in my opinion and my experience, in many ways by corporate America. Corporate America's bottom line is what they are about. How much money can you make off it? How much can you control of it while making that money?
Despite such strong emotions attached to it, Juneteenth still isn't a national holiday, although that may soon change with both parties making bold claims about their impact on the day. Whether or not this becomes another political talking point for the parties to argue about remains to be seen. One thing that does seem agreeable, though, is that the future of Juneteenth, and in that same vein, the future of black history in America, depends on the next generation.
How do you spread that awareness to people?
Education in the school system.
In the school system.
In college.
And in college.
Have the dialogue. Now people are going to have a dialogue. I've never met so many white people that didn't know about Juneteenth. I met a couple of guys today that was like, wow, he didn't know what Juneteenth meant or stood for. But not only that, but we have to get our black kids, our Afro-American babies, to know their history, and then to be proud of their history and celebrate their history, because we overcame a lot. Now we're going to overcome some more. So this is just a progression of life.